I guess
What are you doing?
Going for here. This is the mount as it'll go on the roof. Right, so we'll drill holes so that these can go through. Right, these stay in right there. They have like a little square bit kind of right there. Dirty ass nails. And it'll go through the ceiling and the steel that's in there, and then we'll take a little nut and washer on that side. Being up here, it's like these aren't that unlevel. I think it'll only take like maybe that much.
That wasn't working, so we're gonna try a different area. They're both metal.
God, our shit is just impenetrable.
Yeah, there's definitely, I see it, a hole in the screw. Yee!
Let me see.
Yeah, come on down. Come check out your work.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Perfect. Like,
Talking about.
Put it.
Boop. He drilled a hole through the ceiling, which was terrifying, and then ran the solar electrical over to, sorry, ignore all this, it's a mess. He ran the electrical over, oh, it's not plugged in, but he's going to run it over to an inverter and our Blue Yeti power supply bank, whatever it's called. But then, yeah, so I zip tied this off. I'm gonna cut the excess off, and then this will be covered eventually. All right, y'all, welcome back. Clearly there's a lot of stuff in here that's changed.
Yeah. Location changed too.
Yeah, at his parents, my in-laws. Yeah,
From Humboldt Park to Saguenash.
From Humboldt Park to Saguenash. It has been chaotic the past 24 hours. We just moved out. Well, we moved everything from the apartment into the bus, and then moved everything from in the bus into his parents' garage just so we have room to finish up the last week. And so here we are. What are you doing?
So now, kind of because of a little, maybe I should have like designed it differently, but we need an extension cable for the solar cables to get all the way. Basically, long story short, is these are going to plug into the Blue Yeti and hopefully give us some charge. Blue Yeti AC200P, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of their newer model. Well, newest at this size, I think. And let's see, yeah, it's like 2,000 watts, 2,000 watt hours. AC, DC, obviously. Tons of ports. A couple of wireless charging pads on top, which are always trash, but it's not their fault. It's a terrible charging standard.
So this saves, it costs more because it's an all-in-one, but it saves us from, I guess, having a bunch of batteries, correct?
Yeah, it definitely takes up less space than...
Yeah.
I mean, like, I could be proven wrong on this, I'm sure, pretty easily, but I gotta imagine most DIYs, especially like the first one that we were doing, it takes up less space, it's way easier to wire.
Yeah, so if you're kind of like in a bind and you need to get things in your bus quickly and you have a little bit more money to throw, this has been awesome. It's powerful. And yeah, we just didn't want to deal with a bunch of electrical because we're just trying to get this done in record time. I mean, what is this? About to be our 5th month and our last month build. Well, of course we're going to build as we go, but we were trying to get this done in like 5 months. So this is kind of the way to go. So the extension cords are in the back of the wall. They're running that way. and then they're behind the fridge, up at the top, through the front top.
Yeah, so the good news is
Yeah, it's taut.
The Blue Yeti's gonna go up there.
Where? Oh.
Right, so it'll certainly have enough room to reach from there, but it definitely also has enough room to reach now. And I don't have to really recable as
Nice.
much.
And so the solar's are already the solar is already hooked up, and I guess what are we doing? Just testing this to see if it's pulling power in?
Yes.
Sick. Moment of truth?
I believe so. Well, first,
And what's that you're plugging in?
basically like from the panels into our power station. So I'm turning off like the AC load and the DC load, just I don't want to mess anything up. But
And what should we look for if it's supposedly working?
this thing, this PV car, which so far says nothing. Which is, yeah, this is the one thing up here that's getting me. I think I might have like put these on backwards onto the thing, I suppose.
All right, we'll be back for attempt number 2. Let me show it. Sorry, his legs are in the way. All right, what are we at now? 55.
Oh, 55%. That's not going to really go up, I don't think. But this one right here is at 0 because there's no power coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we connect these two cables, hopefully that should shoot right on up.
All right.
Score. So the only thing, all right, so yeah, that means that there's 300, close to 400 watts coming in right now. The sun is shining pretty good outside. That is, though, about like a little bit more than half, so maybe like 60% capacity. Our whole array, I think, is 700 watts.
So cool.
It's cool, right? So I don't know if that's really just a function of it, like, oh, here's Uncle Tim. It could be
nice.
a function of it being just not directly sunny enough right now. There are some clouds in the sky. It could be because our solar panels are technically, like, it's not too curved of a roof, but they are on like different sides.
Yeah.
So it's like not just getting the optimal sunlight. Also, though, you're never going to, like, for our 700 watt array, you're never going to get 700 watts.
True.
It's always going to be a little less. They're not 100% efficient solar panels yet. So, basically from here, I was telling my dad, it's like, we're going to use test it, or I can't remember what. I think that's it, use test.
Yeah.
And just make sure that,
Like test its use.
like test its use, But yeah, to make sure that it's not like, that it's enough for what we need to get done.
True. All right. Nice job, baby. Thank you.